If you're looking for safe and reliable grinding services, hit up Cliff2_3 on Twitter. What's good, y'all? RCA the Great, and we are getting ready to break down one of my favorite cards in NBA 2K22, my team right now. This Ruby token market, Ron Harper, has been a menace on my squad, and we built my team around him. And a lot of people are afraid to use a non-shooting guard right now, and I'm telling you, the way NBA 2K22 plays, you're doing yourself a disservice by not having somebody like this on your squad. So we're going to talk about Ron Harper, what some things I like about him, some things I wish would improve later on in the games, but how he has added to our team. So looking at his stats, he did come with a pretty good layup out the gate, good mid-range jump shot. We boosted his three-point a little bit with a three-point shoot, not too much. His ball handling and passing was already great. Perimeter defense is fantastic along with his on-ball steal. His speed with ball and acceleration was just decent, but he did come with some great badges that we did add to. We upgraded some to gold, left some on silver, but we will be continuing to upgrade this card as he is a staple on my team right now. He did also come with that bronze clamps, one of the only cards that came with that in the game to start off. And then that 96 on-ball steal tendency gets him going crazy on the defensive end. Looking at his hot zones, he has none. He also has no cold zones. You're not going to be looking to run and shoot threes with Ron Harper every time down the court, but if you're wide open and you understand his shot and you know how to play offense in a strategic way, you can definitely hit, especially from the mid-range area, which is where he shines in that pick and pop, pick and roll kind of situation. You're really going to be looking to use him on defense and create defensive offensive situations, but he can hold his own driving to the basket. He can hold his own hitting these mid-range shots if you understand how to get him his shots. As far as his ball handling, his stationary dribble and size ups are not the quickest or the best, but he does create some good space, especially if you know how to set it up with screens, if you know how to do the momentum cross. He is able to create separation from the defender, plus his size. Once he gets his shoulder on him, you're going to be head and shoulders above the defense going to the basket, and they're going to have to help. Now, his moving crossover and his moving behind the back is what shines. His moving crossover is one of the best as far as the speed of changing direction. And then when you combo that up with other moves, he really does move to the basket, especially when you put that hyper drive on him and quick chain to allow him to dribble a little bit faster on the move. I think he is one of the best guards going to the basket right now due to his size. Now, obviously, he doesn't dribble as quick as the Kimbas and the Derrick Roses out there, but he has a different skill set. You're going to be playing a different style when you're using Ron Harper, which we will talk about when we get to the gameplay. But let's get into some of the badges and shoes and stuff that I put on him. Starting off, I got that gold catch and shoot because I just want to boost his shooting enough to where people are not going to leave him wide open off the catch. I also put that gold quick chain so he can dribble a little bit quicker, and then triple threat juke. Not sure how much I like this one so far, but I do use triple threat moves often. I may be switching this soon, putting some post move or drop stepper on him or something, but for now, that's what I have. And I've also upgraded some of these others up there to gold, like Teardropper, Giant Slayer, Slithery Finisher, Stop and Go, since the recording of this video. But his defensive badges are all on gold. He also does have gold difficult shots, so you can hit shots in the mid-range off the pick and roll, off the dribble. But let's get into the gameplay and why this card is so special. We're going to start off talking about the defense he brings to your team. Alright, so the first thing I want to mention is I always go to my matchups and I put Ron Harper on who I think is going to be the best fit for that game. And it all depends on who I'm playing. Sometimes the ball handler, sometimes somebody on the wing. But if you are good at on-ball defense and time and steals, his on-ball steal tendency is going to truly get you so many more possessions, and he is also great in the fast break after you get a steal. So if you're able to properly time these plucks, he gets more steals than mostly any card that I've used this year because of his stats at this point of the game. So he's definitely a benefit to have out there, not only because of his size, but his strength, his anticipation in the lane, the badges that he can get like Interceptor and Intimidator and things like that. Plus, he does have clamps and that high on-ball steal tendency. So you can put him on quick guards. You can put him on guys like Kawhi. And he even does a good job holding his own against bigs because as soon as they put the ball on the ground, it's literally cookies. He's literally a menace, and he's able to strip pretty much anybody out there on the court if you're able to properly time it. And this year, as you know, people are truly struggling to score. So being able to get some more fast break opportunities for your team to have some offense is actually a great way to get you some more points on the board. So stripping layups, being able to pluck the ball handlers that are standing right in front of you just trying to dribble the ball around screens. He's going to put a stop to that. Even cards like the free agent Russell Westbrook in Unlimited. We've been running into a lot of free agent cards. He's able to pluck those guys too easily. And the opponent just gets frustrated, man. Guys like Dale Ellis, these pink diamonds, they like to dribble right in front of him, and it's going to be a feast of cookies all day because people are not used to getting the ball stolen from them, because not a lot of these cards have the ability to trigger that animation. So having somebody like Ron Harper out there, even like I said, against dudes like Kawhi, Kimba, it does not matter. He's going to be able to pluck them if they're not protecting the ball, holding that L2. And it doesn't stop there. He does have gold interceptor, and his pass perception is great. So he's always in the lane. Whether you're controlling him or not, he's more than likely going to get the steal if the ball is in his area. Plus, he has that 6'6" frame, which also helps for those higher passes. He's just always ball hawking around the ball, man. He's always in the right spot to get the steal and give your team some more possessions to get you on offense more and the ability to score more points. So let's talk about how we're going to try to score with Ron Harper on the court. And you guys know I like to run plays. I like to isolate if I have a mismatch, and I also like to run pick and fade. So our goal is to get Ron Harper inside, abuse mismatches, look for that mid-range shot, run play actions, just try to keep the defense off balance. But if Ron Harper's at the center of control, you want to make sure you have shooters around him. If he's not at the center of control, you want players moving around. You want him in some sort of play action. If the defense is going to back up, you need to let them know you are willing to take that shot. You are willing to drive to the basket and shoot a layup. If you utilize his dribble package to make him a threat and not just a decoy on the court, you'll draw the defense way more. If you're not willing to score with Ron Harper or willing to take some of the tough mid-range shots or get to the basket, it's going to be tougher for you to use him because they're just going to sag off of him, and they know you're not used to his shot. You have to be willing to score with him in order for him to be effective on your team. Driving to the lane, stopping, popping for the mid-range, kicking out on the pick and pop. Make him actually a threat on offense, and he will be more successful for you. You'll start drawing the defense to you, and then you're able to kick out to other players. If you just let him stand there and they can off-ball him, it's not going to be a good time for you, and it's actually going to make it harder offense for you. And a lot of people are not able to do that because they run the 5-out style of offense and they just stand there and call screens. 2K has done a great job with mid-range jump shooting this year, so being able to utilize that is going to help you a ton. Also, make sure you have a pop-in big if you're going against centers that like to basket hang or use a control to center and stay in the paint. And make sure you are capitalizing on your fast break opportunities for open threes. And finally, if they're going to back off Ron Harper, let them know you understand how to green with him. You're going to be able to hit that shot, and you're going to have a successful time using this card. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, man. Once again, I built this lineup around him, so we are defensive. I wanted to have a strong defensive core around Ron Harper so everybody out there was able to play the same intensity of defense, and he just adds to it and amplifies it so much that my team doesn't get scored on very much, especially on the perimeter. We don't really worry about the screen or 300s because we're able to get over a lot of the screens. So again, he's not for everybody's play style, but if you're looking for somebody to add to your team to increase your defense, to make it a little different style of basketball than what we're used to seeing in 2K22 right now, definitely add this Ron Harper, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.